So hey guys, we just acquired this home. I'm here with Miss Kerry.
Hey.
Uh, I wanted her to share with you all her negotiating tips. She's the power negotiator. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. So why don't you share with them the tips you use to get this deal? And first tell them, how did we get this deal?
This was one of our online leads. This came from an online lead, and I was communicating with the seller. She actually wanted to sell the mobile home, and she wanted to sell it because she was getting a brand new mobile home.
And that's something we get a lot of.
Yes.
People replacing older homes
Right.
with newer homes. What year is this home?
This is a 1994, a 1994 mobile home, and we had to wait. She had title work to do because originally it was under her parents' name, but they died. They're deceased now, so we had to wait for that to happen. But in between that time, she sent me pictures. We often ask for pictures before going out to view a home, depending on the type of deal it is. If it seems like it's a great deal, we run on it. But this one here, it was like, could you send us some pictures? Most of the time, they'll be willing to send you pictures. And she sent me some pictures. Actually, matter of fact, when she sent me the pictures, I didn't come see it right away because she wasn't ready to go. She was like, I still have things to do. I'm not ready to go. And so in between that, when she sent me the pictures, she had already gave me the price that she wanted. She said she wanted actually $6,000.
Yes.
For the mobile home. And when I seen the pictures, I waited a minute, I waited, and then like for a few hours, and then I messaged her and I was like, I'm sorry, for that type of mobile home, we can't pay that amount. And I just, I gave her the price. I told her the least we can do is $3,000 for the mobile home. So we giving you some tips.
Mm-hmm.
$3,000 for the mobile home, and she was like, she's like, I need the money and this and this and that. And I just told her, I said, yes. I said, but at the same time, we have moving costs. I started sharing those things with her. You have to remind them, because sometimes they are not aware of it, or they're not really thinking about it. They're just thinking about what they want as the seller, but they're not thinking about the cost that it's going to cost you.
And she was stuck on the 5,000, right? She wanted to go down.
6,000.
She didn't want to go down from that.
Right.
Okay.
She wanted 6. And then I started mentioning it to her. I said, okay, so I said, I understand. I said, but we have moving costs. And I started sharing the moving costs with her, talking about that. And then I also started telling her, like, we're going to have to update the home. We talked about the repairing and stuff like that. And it's like, that's going to cost, the material is high today, which is true. I was telling her the truth. And so I told her, I said, as investors, I said, we have to make a profit too. So we try to meet the sellers in the middle. And if it's something where we can't make a profit, then we cannot, do it. And so when I told her that, then she really started thinking like, okay, I really want to sell this home, and I get it now because it is cost. Because she was like, well, okay, I can see what you mean, about the cost. And so anyway, we did that. It's a long story, so I'm gonna just shorten it up. We waited for the paperwork and everything. I stayed in contact with her. If I didn't hear from her after a week, I text her, how's everything going? Just staying connected with her. Because sometimes sellers, they change their minds. Mm-hmm. That's just how it goes in this space. Mm-hmm. Sellers gonna change their minds sometimes. And sometimes they might keep searching, keep looking and find somebody else to go with, or they just completely change their mind and decide not to sell. And so eventually she texted me, told me she was ready to go. I came and looked at the mobile home. Actually, she was ready to go to the place to do the notary work and everything. And I told her, first, we have to come and do a walkthrough before.
That's important.
Yes, the walkthrough is very important. I said, we have to do a walkthrough when everything is out. Because I told her that at the beginning, too. Making sure everything is out the mobile home.
Because we came and looked to inspect it when everything was inside the home.
Exactly. Everything was still inside. So I seen some imperfections, but I didn't see everything. Now, the only way we might not do that, if they're selling it with everything in it and it seems like a steal. It's just like everything looks good. It seems like a steal. We don't even care about it, then we won't do it. But in this situation, I was like, we have to come and And so we came and look inside the mobile home, and that's when I noticed that they had some things that was covered up. And I know that this was one of it.
Right.
Because they had a sofa right here on
Right.
first. And I noticed that now they had something that they used to cover it up. So what I did was I just moved it and started looking, and then I realized, okay, hold on, this is what they were covering up. They had some sheetrock work that needed to be done at the bottom. And so I pointed that out. And here, this was the sofa that was there too, but I already seen this one. I just didn't see all that was behind here. As you can see, they had some stuff at the bottom that needed to be done that she didn't point out. And then in the bedroom too, they also had some more imperfections that was not pointed out because the bed was covering it. So I also noticed that. And because of that, I was able to negotiate the price down. So when you see something different that they didn't point out to you when you walk through, then that is an opportunity to negotiate the price down. And that's what I did. So actually, I was able to get the mobile home for $2,700. So I was able to get it to go down some more, because those imperfections wouldn't pointed out. And she was ready to go. You know, we were about to go to the notary, so it was like, okay, I mean, I might as well, because it is true. And I just reminded her it costs to make these repairs. So,
and this is what we want the viewers to know too, those that want to be potential mobile home investors. We really want to go down to 2,500.
Right.
But you kind of met her in the middle.
Right.
We say this all the time: pigs get fed and hogs get slaughtered.
Yes, because
we're not going to walk away from a deal for $200.
Exactly, because I really tried to get her to go down to 2,500, but she was like, "What about 28?" And so then I told her, I said 27. I can do 27, and she was like 27.50, because sometimes they feel like they want to be the one to give the price because they the seller. But I just stuck to my guns, and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do. To be honest with you, for a mobile home like this, I would do 2,500, and if not, I would be done with it. So I'm really trying to help you because we already started the deal, which is true. I was not lying. And I said, 2,700 I can do. Let's meet each other in the middle. And she was like, okay, that's fair. And that was it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. That's all stuff that we teach inside of our materials. How we consistently get these deals.
Right.
Negotiating. You got a whole section, an hour of power negotiating tips in our material. So they'll get more of these nuggets of what you share. So just thank you for sharing those tips, and we hope the viewers enjoyed this and they learned something.
And let me just share too, a lot of the things that we've seen that were the imperfections is minor. It's not nothing big, it's not major, it will cost, but I'm saying it's something that's doable. It's not no major mess ups,
That's all, what would you call, ammunition that they could use to negotiate. That's all points that they could use to negotiate the price down when they see these minor imperfections. But don't let it be so much of a sticking point that is gonna turn you away from the deal, where you won't get the deal.
Exactly.
You can't beat up their trailer also.
Right. Because if you look at, the entire trailer, they have some very good, nice features of the trailer, in the trailer. It's just a lot of things is imperfection and just some cleaning that needs to be done.
Right.
But overall, it's a decent mobile home.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks again for all the tips, and we hope you guys enjoyed. Drop any comments, what you thought about this in the comments section, and we will talk to you guys on the next video. All right.
All right, guys.